Welcome everybody into another backtesting session. In the last one we left with the 27th of March and we're going now to move on and see the following days. So this is the Blackbird and we're coming into the 28th of March. So we're coming into New York Open. As you can see, price is still making, you can see high highs and higher lows. We're seeing this market structure. So we have this possible PSA and we might see with 8:20 a.m. Eastern, we might see a bounce and then a continuation up. If the actual 8:20 candle simply breaks above, I will not immediately take the entry to avoid fake outs, but because it could also bounce from there, or immediately break above. So I'm not really going to take immediate buys at the start of the session. I want to see these main price areas to be respected, or to see what is the actual perception around them. So let's see what is actually happening. As you can see, we have a spike up immediately and lots of volume. I don't know if on the 28th we have any news. So yeah, we only have minor news, not high impacting. So now we are seeing prices breaking above, no retest of the level. Let's see now after the rejection, if we have a rejection over here, and if we have a retest of this previous PSA, or the price will continue making retesting this area and then making new highs directly. Okay, so far we have seen this area to be being broken. And yeah, instead of this exact area where we could have even entered, we saw this area to be being retested and the continuation bullish. We might even take this area, these buys over there, but yeah, we could also take these buys, which is the retest of these previous ones. And yeah, we could have taken these ones as well. And this one would result in a loss. Okay. -15. I would also consider this one as a trade. From here, that would probably be 25, 30. I don't know if that would be 40 pips from there. We're going to see it later. And let's see now if we have a bounce from here, or we're going to break below this PPL and then have the correction, sort of full correction. So far we're staying below, coming into a new 4-hour candle, staying below and retesting this level, possible for the possible continuation sell. Yes, a little bit of messy price action. Any entry at this previous PSA will still be alive with the new 4-hour. Yeah, but in this case that would be a loss. So let's say we entered with the new 4-hour over there, that would be a loss. Okay, let's move on. Let's see the reaction at this key level for possible more liquidity grab, and then further continuation. Now the trade idea would be only below this level. Okay, spiking up. New York Stock Exchange is opening. We're making a new low. We might even take this high risk, high reward entry with this candle closing like here, but that will be in anticipation of this breakout. Otherwise we will take the safe entry. As you can see, this one would have resulted in a loss, and a safe breakout entry would possibly be here. As you can see, that will be a loss. So let's see price action. Even the safe entry will be a loss. Price is actually bouncing from these previous lows. But still, let's see if we have an actual break above. Strong volume is getting late. Yeah, there's not much of a volume. Only afterwards it will jump back up. So so far we had this over here. So we had even let me delete this one and do like this. Okay, so so far we had three losses. Let's see if this one would have been a win. So we are talking about an entry over there. 1863, 1867.5 will be exactly a win on the dot. So that will be very, very lucky, I would say. But yes, at least it's a break-even day. Okay, so first day, coming towards the end of the month, and let's see what is going to happen next. So Blackboard, following day, 29th. So we are coming into New York Open. That's quite a volume already. We are seeing these market structures created from pre-New York. So of course we would love to see, as always, some clean breakout above, some clean breakout below. Let's see. Now we're coming into the actual 8:20 a.m. Eastern. We would love to avoid any fake outs, but I mean, that's not really an option. So let's see what is actually happening. There is no news. Let's see if now we have gained enough volume to break below these lows. Retesting them, still not closing strongly below this, especially this lower wick. So I will be cautious anyway. It's not like these candles are so strong, so big that I really feel like I'm missing out. Yes, I might consider taking another entry now. Still, we failed to break, so I need to be patient. Now we're breaking below, possibly retesting it. Now retesting this level. So let's see that we take this entry. And let's see if now there's enough volume and liquidity for the price to continue down, because so far it didn't show any. That would probably, I think that would be safe, still safe. Now we're staying below this low, which is great. But we are coming back up. So that would be actually a loss. Very, very sketchy and awful price action. Minus 15. So let's see now the price action, what it's telling us. Will it be a trending day or will it be a shitty day? Further rejection from the highs. Back to the range. I mean, looks like a very rangy day. Coming into the 10 a.m. candle. Let's see if we have some spike of volume and some direction. Maybe. Okay. Coming back up. Let's see if we have a retest of this previous PSA before continuation bullish. Yes, we might have taken this entry over here with this candle close. Let's see if it goes to 45 pips at least, retesting, failing to hold the higher high. But let's see if now price will give us another opportunity. It's getting late. This will be a break-even trade, not staying. This is just bullshit, but yeah. Yeah, that would be a loss anyway. Such a shitty day. 2 losses. it will be quite awful couple of days. Yeah, and yeah, that's it. Looks nice to see these cells, but that will be, of course, it's way later than the actual session time. So let's move on. Let's see on to the next one. 30th of March. So we're coming into New York over here. Still not much of a volume. We can see it in the size of the candle, in how it is directionless, absolutely directionless. And we will want to see some nice price action to make up for the previous losses in the previous days. Spike in volume. I don't know on the 30 there was any news. So we had, okay, so we have PC being higher than expected. We have the GDP slowing down. So quite a bit of mixed data. We have yeah, as you can see, huge increase in jobless claims, the review. So the one that we saw in the previous week. So it's worse than expected, but still way better than previous. But they keep revising the previous one, so it's quite sketchy, I would say. I don't have a clear bias so far. I will see what the market is telling us for as per price action. For example, this one might be a buy simply per market structure. And do I believe that the decreasing GDP would affect the interest rate hikes, but it's still high, so it's a little bit of a mixed one. And yeah, that's mixed data, so I will wait for some price action as per setup. Independently, I would say that I will take this one. I don't know if it go into profits or what. Yeah, it will be a loss. That still was okay. Now let's see if we have some sells below there. Okay, we have some liquidity. We have this tap of the previous PSA, which will be a high risk, high reward entry. And let's see if we break below now. Yeah, we actually break below, and that will be a possible hand of pullback win. We also have possible opportunity over here at this candle, when we are actually retesting these previous lower wicks. We can see we are retesting it on the dot, so we might take that. Let's see if it goes in profit or it needs to retest a little bit more. It's also right before New York Stock Exchange opening, so it's quite sketchy of an entry. Yeah, very risky, because that's New York Stock Exchange opening. We kind of retest these previous highs pretty without any issue, and we will be stopped out anyway. But yeah, we are lucky enough that the price for now stays below for 20 pips. And let's see if it will continue down. So far we're staying below. Sketchy price action. So far we are 25. Yeah, we went 30 pips in profit, and then we get stopped out after a while. So that will be a loss -15 or -15. Break even. +45. So let's see now the price action. We are seeing now very strong bullish momentum. These are mostly the PSAs that I will be looking at of possible buys. Yeah, not really anything happening over there. Slowly making its way up. Yeah, later we can see this retest, but we don't know if there's enough volume to continue pushing up. So yes, we had the PSAs that were marked up charted up, we're absolutely okay. Break and retest. Yeah, that's it. And yeah, it's simply that I didn't enter. Or over here, for example, this entry, break and retest of this area, that would have been great. So yes, I will see that I take this one and 71. I don't know if that will go 71.25, 75.25. Most likely it will, but just to make sure, let me load the broker. And we are talking about the 30th of March. 30th of March over there. Okay. Where are we talking about? What are we talking about? Over here. Okay. So this was my loss, and that was my win. That was like, oh, so my first loss was okay over there. Perfect. Okay, like this. Yep. And this one was this entry 37. Yeah, it will go into profits. Okay, yes. So this one will go into profits. Plus 25. Okay. So let's move on to the 31st, end of the month. Okay, let's see if we have any sketchy price action, anything particular happening coming into New York. Okay, we already seeing some volume, and we are seeing it breaking below these lows. We have this area for the possible buys, and we will have these continuation sells or any structure for continuation sells. Let's see, this is a possible structure. Looks like we have a news because if we have the PC over here, we would have it on Friday as well. Yeah, so it's showing a decrease. So yes, it's showing a decrease month over month. So this is actually looking bullish for gold, I will say. Yes, looking bullish for gold. Let's see if we have a breakout of this area. Yeah, for possible buy. Yes, that would be good. Okay, fundamentals in play and yada yada yada. Let's see if we will have also a retest of this area and a bounce back up. We have this retest. Let's say that we take this one. Let's see if we have a little bit of a bounce or not. Looks like not. Yes, so that will be actual loss. It will be a hand of pullback loss. And let's see if we then have further continuation bearish, especially below key level or these lows. I'm not really looking to take into consideration this level, even though it gave some nice reaction so far, but I will not take it too much into consideration. Okay. Correction, possible retest. It's right after the new stock, the new 4-hour candle. This probably was a nice continuation. Continuation sells, but yes, that would probably be our further entry. Let's see if price keeps going bearish. No. So it is actually keeping going bullish. Okay. So Okay, possible rejection from this level, around 50% of retracement. Price still made a new lower low, so still confirming that the bearish price action can still be strong unless we break above this area. Then we might have a further correction. We are seeing now a stronger bullish, failing to break above this previous PSA for possible continuation sells, or breaking above, retesting it for possible continuation of buys. Yeah, we'll only go very few pips, I would say. Any entry over there. Let's wait for a clean price action. Are we breaking below over there? Breaking and staying below. That's when we might take our sells. That would be another loss. Simply being faked out. And we have to try again for the sells. And now it will work. Now that we are staying over there, if I took sells over there again, yes, that would be the winning trade. So you have to try it again. So, okay. Or taking the sells below there will still be a winning trade. 20, 30, most likely. I'm not really even sure about that now. 31st. What a mess of a price action. So it was like this. It was like this. Okay. No, not even. So you need to take it over there to have at least 45 pips. Wow, what a mess. What a mess. So let's say that we don't take either of those, we just take our losses as it should be. Yes, we would be stopped out by a single pip around over there. Due to this messy price action, yeah, I don't know if there was any further entry over there, but anyway, I'm getting pissed off like if it was live trading by this sketchy price action. And let's move on into the 1st of April. So, not really, the 3rd of April. Okay, so let's see now, coming into New York, we are seeing some bullish market structure. I will want to see these PSAs to be broken. This one has been respected. This one for sells, like this one for buys, like that. So let's see what is the price action, what that price action has for us. Okay, 230, 830, okay, bouncing from that level. Now we are possibly breaking above. Further rejection, further bounce, new 4 hour, nothing is happening. No volume at all. Coming into New York Stock Exchange, some spike of volume and take open. I will not take a sell straight away because that's a New York Stock Exchange opening. But I will still have these trade ideas in mind. And yeah, this might be okay. When is this? Okay, yeah, it's New York Stock Exchange opening over there. So quite sketchy, and we still have this price action on the left hand side that we can see. So quite sketchy, I would say. Fake out, continuation bullish, retest of these lows maybe for possible continuation buys. Okay, no, further fake out. Did we have any entry? Yes, I think that we had, for example. So the one is the one that I said, but we broke above over there. We retested. We might have taken the entry over there for possible loss. And let's see now. Okay, there was some news at 4 looks like. Yes, so let's see, this was worse than expected at 345, which was over here, but then we had a correction, and then we had ISM way worse. So that's when we could have had yeah, this bullish bias, of course, and yes, actually breaking, waiting for the retest of this previous PSA. We might take this entry because we are bullish due to this reason. Look how bad the PMI is. That would be a win. Let's see if now we have a further break above this. Now with volume, if we have a break above this area for possible continuation buys, breaking, retesting it. Let's see if this one will actually go into profits. Looks like it might be. I'm not sure about how far it went. We could check it on the broker. 3rd of April. 3rd of April. So that was the trade. No. Yes, that was the retest. Was 40 pips. So that would be a loss or break even. And I don't know if we have any further continuation bearish now. Yeah. I'm sick of this price action, actually. Anyway. Okay. Very good. Let's move on to the next one and last one. So this one is a blackboard. Let's go into Tuesday. I think we had some news even on Tuesday, and let's see right after the news, because I'm not sure. I don't want to spoil myself. Okay, we are coming at these lows. We're coming into New York open. We have these lows. We have these highs. Same thing. Let's see. New York open. We're already closing above. We might really, I want to take it. Yeah, of course it's before some news and before 8:20, so not really. So now, since this is the new PSA, I would want to see this one breaking above from there. Okay, let's see if, no, probably it looks like we don't have any news. Okay, but later on at 4. So now we just trade the market structure, breaking and staying above. We might take a new one and a trade after the new 4-hour opens and stays above. Sketchy price action, but goes into profits. Finally. Okay. Yeah, even break a retest of this area would have given me further buys. Let's see. This possible retest of these highs. Would have given me the New York Stock Exchange opening. So possible buys over here. Even though it's not really the strongest price action. But yeah, that would be a win. Awesome. Possible break a retest of this area. Yeah, and that would be a win anyway. Again, I think we had some news at 4. So yes, 3 wins to close off this video. That was quite rough, I would say, but still closing with 3 wins. I don't know if there will be a part 2. So yeah, let's end with the part 2 of this day. So of course we are very bullish. I think the news was bad for US dollar. So yeah, we had very bad news, factory orders, and yeah, it was quite bad. So let's see if we have further opportunity to enter any other buys. Okay, for B, we're coming over here. So this was the spike up, and we're going to see if we can have a retest of this area for possible continuation buys. Otherwise, yeah, these possible continuation buys. That will be a win. You can see there's a lot of liquidity, a lot of volume. You have to enter fast. You might enter over here. Let's see any retest. We might want to enter again over there. It's quite after a long time, but there's still a lot of volume, and there you go. It will move even further. Retest, break and retest of this PSA. Yeah. Okay, looks like it's so strong, bullish, that we have a part to see. Let's see. Okay. So let's move with the part C. Okay, part C. So we took this one, we didn't take that one. Let's see if we have further price action. Might also take this one. That would be a win, another win. This one might even be another one. Another win, just by that, as simple as that. Testing the key level, and yeah. I'm not sure if I will take further trades. That would be another retest of the same area. Might want to take this entry. Let's see if it continues bullish. Or maybe, yeah, we take our first loss, our first loss of the day. 15 plus 45 plus 45. And do we have a breakout above here for possible continuation buys? Yeah, looks like not. Okay. So yes, that was it. Lots of volume, lots of liquidity. You can see very strong. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.